Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy Smitty here, and it has been a minute since I've gotten on, did the stream. I was just gonna do the straight up, just jump on jump on the regular jump on the camera, not get everything all set up and everything and do it, but I'll do it this way. Keep it a little bit cleaner here, but just letting you guys know what I basically got on the docket here is, I'm just here to share my thoughts regarding how I feel about franchise mode, because I've seen some posts earlier from some guys. Shout out to Millennium, Millennium OS and Swami. Like they were like the inspiration for this. So I saw what those guys were talking about, like at least along that line. I'm like, let me go ahead and just chime in on it here, give my own personal thoughts. So just in case if people want to get in on it, and discuss anything or whatever, put it out there in the Twitter sphere, let everybody know that I'm on right now. But as you guys see, got the CPU action going on right there, so that way I can just conduct, speak my thoughts without any issues. Any hiccups while thinking about, concentration on the game. Alright, so anyways, so just to keep things brief though, like I don't want to be before you guys that long. We're going to talk about things on Sim Standard Hangout tonight, me, Sim, and hopefully AZ be able to come through as well, and we can all be, in full effect. But if not, like I said, we'll hold it down. Because we definitely got to talk about that interview, the Four Verts podcast interview. Give our thoughts in regards to that discussion. So we'll definitely break bread on that. But this franchise mode, what needs to be done with franchise. Just like what was said when we spoke about it last week. Like they're asking, like, what's like the one big burning thing that, is like a big demand, like it must be in franchise mode, like, of all the features that could be in the game, this must be in the game. And see, my thing with that statement by itself is that the issue that I would have with that is, I wouldn't say issue necessarily. Well, no, issue is that it's been, what up, Big Tone? What's happening? But the issue that I have with that is that it's been years. I mean, it's been years, and there's been very little movement of the needle with franchise mode. So it's like, to come with, like, oh, if there was something that could be added into the mode, like, what would you want it to be if it was just one thing that needed to be added? I'm like, honestly, there's several things to account for. Obviously, it's like this. One big action needs to be taken, and in that one big action, several things are addressing that one big action. So that's what it really needs to be like at this point. Because, like, it'd be one thing if Madden was more in line with 2K's My League, or even under their own umbrella, like the NHL franchise mode, the career mode you have in FIFA, even. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not on that level. So when you're not even on that level, like that MLB The Show, even when you're not playing on that level, it's like you got to do, there's a lot more. Like, you got a lot of ground to make up to even be in that realm. And the thing is, you also need the gameplay. You gotta have the gameplay. And there's a lot of gameplay facets and aspects that need work in the game. In order, before people COD to be in the movie since you've been. Yeah, I ain't been on the COD in a minute, man, but I'll be back. I'll be back. But with franchise, and even like just talking about gameplay, like I said, gameplay is the first and foremost aspect. You could take all the franchise features and add it into the game, and yeah, people will play the game longer. They'll sustain playing it for a longer amount of time, but ultimately they're gonna get tired. Like they're going to get wore out on the game. They're gonna get tired of it. You know what I'm saying? So there needs to be a lot more done in the gameplay department that is going to complement what's done on the franchise side. Because franchise mode wise, they're like, this is the main thing that needs to happen. And this is stuff that I've spoke about on Sim Standard, you know, on the hangout and everything me and Sim do. And I've sent feedback on these things in the past, over time or what have you. But there needs to be stakes. There aren't any real stakes in Madden. Like when I play the game, you know, there needs to be in-game stakes. Like the way the game is played, there needs to be stakes. There needs to be levels of concern that I should have every time I snap the ball. Madden moves very mechanically. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a very mechanical element to the game. The way the zone coverage is done. Players don't play to what's going on and logically adjust how they play based off of what's going on in front of them. Like look at that play right there. You seen how Cam just ran? Like the defender clearly sees him scrambling. Why doesn't the wide receiver turn around sooner to try and block? He clearly sees Cam is scrambling. Why is he still standing there with his hands up like that? Same thing with the defender. Why is the defender just standing there? Engage. You see what he's doing, go after him. Those are that's an example right there, and that's something that's been going on for a mighty long time. And you look at even you hear Charles Davis, you hear him in the commentary. He talks and he says how even when it comes to zone coverage defense, zone coverages eventually they become man defense. At some point, they become man defense. Well, it's like certain routes, certain assignments, you see defenders, they'll turn and all of a sudden go out and fully cover. But then you have other routes where they should be covering and they don't. They cover them, it's like they cover them to the extent of the zone circle, and then they stop, go back to the neutral spot, and they'll leave a safety or a cornerback back there with two wide receivers, and he's supposed to take account for both of them. Like no, that's not how it's supposed to be. There has to be a logical break at some point where they're just gonna go for it. You know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna say, okay, boom, I covered this defender. Now he's going beyond my zone, but man, I only got one other teammate back there and two defenders. Let me get back there and do something about that. You see what I'm saying? Hey, what's up, Lurking? What's going on, man? But we don't have that stuff. And I know I'm saying franchise stuff, but these are the kind of things that matter when it comes to franchise. What if I draft somebody that's a 60 some odd overall, but he stands out with playing zone defense? Well, the zone defense mechanically doesn't work the way that it needs to. So if it doesn't, then that's defeating my purpose in drafting a player. So that's a knockdown. That knocks franchise mode down a peg. It's drafting players. There's no real stakes. You see, let me tell it. Let me break it down for you guys here real quick. Madden 25 had big time stakes because of player movement, or started to because of player movement with the true step. Now, even though it was only on the guy you controlled, you know, still you had stakes. Now you had a lot of people that had to get used to that. You had people complain about it on top of that. And what happens when people complain? When they complain about these things, what ends up happening? Game gets nerfed. Now we got this spade and neuter game, and now it's not playing the way that we wanted to. It's not getting more and more realistic, more and more authentic. Now it's taking a step back. Madden 15, passing accuracy. People complained, game got neutered. The player movement was even dialed back. It was too smooth. Madden 16, player movement a little bit better, still not as good as Madden 25. Wideout DB interactions. People complaining because they want to be able to stop everything with their defensive back regardless of who it is. Man, I'm getting beat. Did y'all see the Super Bowl? In those one-on-one defender wide receiver situations, or two defenders and a halfback situation, did you see what usually happened? What usually happened on those one-on-ones? Regardless of who it was, linebacker, safety, whoever it was. What typically happened one-on-one? The wide receiver won the battle. That's football right there. But people complain about it, say, oh no, I can't stop everything with my one-on-one DB, and I want to be able to catch all the time. So what ends up happening? The game gets spade and neutered. You heard Rex talk about it, and for those that remember, you heard him talk about it in the stream. He said it in the Madden stream when the game was getting ready to come out. He told y'all. He was like, y'all got to learn to play the receiver instead of playing the ball. Y'all got to learn to play with these controls. Don't play the game the same way you used to, because it's not like that now. So, people complain, and game got spade and neutered again. See what I'm saying? Madden 17. It was already toned down as is, that aspect, because people complain. Then, people complain about the organic knockouts get tuned down. Like, that gets tuned down. Then, on top of that, what else was it? That got toned down. Oh yeah, people were sack fumbling, regardless of it being a bug. Some people play the receiver and no one want to believe. I know, exactly, Kia, and shout out to you, man. And the thing is, Madden 17, people were sack fumbling and stuff like that. You know, oh man, sack fumbling is happening. It's happening way too much. Okay, well, why is it happening? I looked at a good number of those clips, especially stuff people shared on Twitter. I didn't see people protecting the ball. I didn't see that happening. And at the same time, I saw dudes getting blasted right as they threw the ball, and then they fumble, and then they're like, oh, I'm fumbling too much. I'm like, bro, you're trying to throw the ball right when you get hit. What do you think usually happens to quarterbacks in the NFL when they do that? They're gonna fumble. You drastically, like, these are people that are drastically increasing the odds of them fumbling the ball, and then they get mad that they fumble it. They run the Rex about it, and then it once again it got dialed back, man. Bottom line, it got dialed back. Bug or no bug. You know what I'm saying? Even though he said it was a bug, there was a bug, that there was a legit bug in it. That I didn't know at the time, but still, that's still part of the problem. And then, you know, you look at Madden 18. When we was playing this game at EA Play, that's why I was so excited. I was excited to get into franchise mode, even though I knew franchise wasn't going to be as, you know, it was going to be missing things. It was not going to be, you know, this overhaul because of the whole Frostbite transition. But the gameplay had me really happy. I was like ecstatic where they were at with it. I'm like, yes, this gameplay is in a great spot. I love it. I can't wait to play this game. I like how I like how to you know, I can't wait to play. I like how defenders are breaking on the ball. I like the route coverage. I like this. This is good. You know what I'm saying? Because now different players are going to matter on different levels. The elite guys stood out, no question. But guys that are average, middle of the road, or what have you, you're still going to see what they're going to be able to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what I was seeing. I was like, yo, man coverage, nice. Zone play, solid. Like, good stuff I'm seeing across the board. Like, yes, I can't wait. Then it got nerfed. And this is what I'm saying. This is like, from my man from the UFC, okay, that works on the UFC game. Look, people got upset with him because UFC things are happening in their game, real MMA stuff, and he's straight up telling people like, look, I put the posts on Operation Sports. I told you guys, I made the videos telling you guys, I'm giving y'all tips. I'm letting y'all know, like, we're making a realistic, we're going for realism. That's our goal. Realism and authenticity is our aim with this UFC 3 title. We're not doing this to, you know, fool you guys or pull the wool over your eyes. We're telling y'all this is what we're going for. Realism and authenticity of what happens in the octagon. And in my opinion, they did a really good job. There's some hiccups in the game. I'm not saying the game is 10 out of 10, but they did a really good job with the game this year. And the thing is, there is, see, I know we look at Madden and say, man, it's the only football game on the market, and if there was another game, see, I'm not with all that, because there's, where's THQ at? Is there a UFC Undisputed 2018 yet to be released that I'm missing? I don't see another UFC game yet. Look what these guys were able to do. And the thing is, you see the guy Jeff, I don't know my man's last name, how to pronounce it properly, but he's on Twitter, and he's on there like, you know, we give tips. You got the tips, you got the tutorials, you have the training modes in there, and you have different modes that you could play. So if you don't like, so if you're not cool with what goes on in one game or in one mode, play another. You know what I'm saying? Play something else. You don't have to play that particular mode if it's not for you. If it's too difficult for you to play on pro or play on hard or whatever, go ahead and play it on normal. If that's too much, play it on beginner. You know, take it down a level or two and just do that. Rock out. And if you don't want it to be, you know, as authentic of an experience, you ain't really trying to get with that. You got stand. You have knockout mode. You have knockout mode. You have specific games. You have the fun, rock'em sock'em, pretty much knockout mode, and then you got the stand and bang mode. That's all about just stand up action, and then you got a submission game. So it's like you can learn how to play the game in those different modes, and you could go, and that's outside of going online. So you have more than enough options. Plus you got the training modules, so you can learn the game. So there is no pass to give here. You know what I'm saying, in that regard. So when we look at Madden, and I mean, shout out to Rex, you know, his personal streams and stuff he's done, interviews he's done. He's let all of us know the battles that he fights on the inside. So we know there's levels as to this that he has to even go against. Him, Clint, and the crew got to go up against in order to even try to get what we want. But what I'm saying though is that, you know, getting back to the point of franchise, we can say yes, we want all of these franchise elements. We need to get in the game. We need to see them all play out in the game, and we need the options. We need the depth. But see, all those things I named off from Madden 25 till now, these are all elements of stakes, all things that will make the game a lot more engaging, will make me care. For example, if they had an injury system that was more based off of the physics, like how they got hit, where they got hit, how they landed, what part of their body received that impactful blow. If there was a system in their game that was tailored to that and they built that out, Now in franchise mode, I'm going to care a heck of a lot more about a player, especially when it's one of the big moments, and it's like, okay, do you want to play? You know, do you want to play this guy or not? Because if you play him, you may run the risk of him getting hurt. This may happen, that may happen. That's all I'm saying. You know, and what about, and see, this is my thing too. I can play, like, he's cleared to play, right? Or let's have the layers of depth in the game where it's like, okay, he's injured. You have your training staff. You can rehab him. Now I'm going to NFL 2K5 with this. You can rehab the player, right? But now take it to another level. You can rehab him to a point where he's cleared. You know, now he's cleared for practice. All right, cool. He's cleared for practice. Now you can play him and you can put him in the game, and now you can play with him and say, all right, now he's cleared for practice, so let me put him in some light drills, just some light workouts. Not gonna work him too hard because I don't want to possibly risk injury. Doesn't that sound just like how it is in real life? That sounds like that. When a player comes back from injury and he's getting back involved, he may do some light workouts just to, you know, run around a little bit, but otherwise, no, he's not going to do that. You have, like, that stuff can be put into the game. And then also, this is why I like, and this is why I tweeted earlier, I tweeted to Millennium and to Swami, I tweeted that video about the options that were in franchise mode back in Madden 08 on PS2. Because, you know, even when it came to the training that you had in that game, like, there were stakes involved, because you can excuse me, because you can train, you could do a training drill for that player, right? You could do a training drill for that player and go from one level to the next level to the next level. Rookie, pro, all Madden. And you're risking your development points. So it's like, if you fail on any one of those levels, then you're not going to get any points. See, once again, now, make the gameplay dynamic like FIFA. Loosen up those ball fields. Get that player movement a heck of a lot more tangible in the way it is right now. People are floating across the field. There's no way. If you have FIFA's player movement in there, no what problem would have to become being, I'm like, in order for problem to be looked at as this great defender, user defender, oh, he'd have to defend a completely different way than the way he's defending right now. Ain't no way in the world he's taking a linebacker and taking away three routes. That's not happening, man. No way. He's not taking away 3 receiving routes. Like, take away 3 routes. Take away 3 routes, and then he jumps the one. Come on, man. That's not happening. That's not happening. So that's why I'm saying, this is what needs. You gotta have this is why I'm saying core gameplay elements matter in order to make franchise matter. Because you guys have, you know, from streams I did before, you guys have seen. Hey, what's going on, Cameron? What's happening? Oh, looking at the comments there. What's up, lurking? I appreciate the stream popping again. Yeah, I gotta get back in, man. I gotta get back in. I've been slipping. Well, I wouldn't say I've been slipping. I've been massively busy. So I just make time for minimal things. You know, like try to get I get my feedback on the games as I can, make my videos as I can. You know, I make the time for just working and helping out with my you know, of course, my family time, no question. So, but what's happening, Cameron? What's happening with it? But you know, I talk about gameplay first. I know I keep on slipping to the gameplay side because if you don't have the gameplay, it's not gonna matter what you do elsewhere. You got to have the gameplay. Okay? The core gameplay is what's like what you guys are seeing on the field right now. This is CPU action, but the bottom line is you're seeing some good play here. But at the same time you're seeing some bad play. You know, and I mean, of course no game's perfect, but it's about the strive, man. It's about the strive. And that's it. That's all. That's all. That's it. No high, low, or in between. That's all I'm talking about. Is just the strive. That's it. I want to see the game as clean as possible, and then when it comes to the mode, like I said, you gotta have stakes involved, because like what I was getting to with the drills, Madden 08, you had the drills, but like I said, if you did good, you know, let's say you did good on rookie, pro, all pro, and then you get to all Madden and you go bronze. You see what I'm saying? Now you didn't risk. You had a good look. You had a nice clip of points you were about to get, and now you only come away with a little bit. Those are stakes, and the thing is, you can't do that drill again until the following season. So this is like a drill that can get your overall, you know, get your dudes overall up in a quicker clip coming in. See, that's what I'm talking about. Now I'm saying you got your weekly preps and things like that that will give your player a temporary boost. You know what I mean? You say that's why you pay $1,000 a year. Well, no. Think this is the thing about that lurking. This is what we also got to understand with that. That's not true, because I was like that I can't fully 100% agree with because of this point. FIFA makes way more money than Madden does in Ultimate Team, in sales alone, let alone Ultimate Team. So if we go down that Ultimate Team route, and as much money as FIFA makes, it's not even So I can't say that they won't make the game play better because of MUT, you know, because of the money MUT makes. That I can't fully agree with that. You know, I can't agree with that one. I'm not, you know, I feel that they can. I feel that I do feel that they can get it. It's just that because they're behind, they gotta build up. And I mean, it takes, and that's the sad part about it, is that it takes time. That's why I tell people, I see people on Twitter all day that be going all in on the game. I'm like, look, if it's not hitting, tell it. Say something. Don't buy the game. Leave it alone. Don't sit up here and just buy the game and then complain how you're not going to next year for 6-7 months, and you're steadily playing it over and over and over again. So okay, I was watching the play there, but this is what I'm saying. Okay, let me stay focused on the task here. Higher stakes. You have drills that you could do in the off season, right? You pick a drill. You're only able to pick one person per the type of drill. They do well in it, their overall can be boosted by a few points. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can boost that overall by a few points, or that particular skill can get boosted up by a few points. That, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's cool to me. I for one would be cool with that. I like that. Okay? That's something that should be able to be done. You know, I would love to see something like that done in the game. You know, and then you have your weekly practices. Like, for example, I'll take it to, you know, our coordinator here, Jim Bob Cooter, right? When he first came in, our offensive line seemed like they were in complete disarray. Cooter comes in, these guys come out following week, all of a sudden guys are able to block like they've never been able to block before. It's not like they just learned how to block all of a sudden. It's like how you prepare them. So it's like, you know, it would be cool to have guys like, and this is like I said before, NCAA 14, look what you can do with the offensive coordinators. You got your coordinators, and they have signature skills and things like that that make them stand out. That's what we need to have in Madden. Take from what was in NCAA, put that stuff into Madden. But see, the thing is, you got to have the gameplay to support. That's gonna complement it, because the gameplay, the gameplay is complementing what goes on the in these modes. Like it's all, the gameplay is like the Christmas tree. Franchise mode and all that stuff are the ornaments. You know what I mean? They should have more modes like TK every year and playing online. But yeah, no, they do need more variety. They need more variety, and that's something. And once again, man, that goes back to the point about building. You know what I mean? That's my point. You got to build. But remember this. This is what we got to remember here. Okay? When we look at games like NBA 2K and all that stuff, what did those games have to do first? Before you seen my GM, and my team and all that stuff, what was it that they got right first before they did all that? It was core gameplay. They had tangible gameplay. NBA 2K11, one of the best outings that they ever had. You still got some people to this day that rather play that. See what I'm saying? So it's something you got to build. But the key element here is core gameplay has to be, you got to have that sustainable level, that tangible level of core gameplay first. With the options to boot, in game, on field, on court, wherever, and then boom, take off from there. That's what you got to do. So my thing is, like I said, if I want to see franchise, I would love to see franchise come up. That's why I say I see all the stuff that's done on the MUT side, and I'm like, yo, I'm looking for all that to be what's the name of the mode? I look for it all to be in franchise. I want to see the chemistries. I want to see the traits. I want to see all that stuff. But make it fit. You know what I'm saying? I want to see it fit and be tailored to function in a different way, or it in it just in a sensible capacity in franchise mode with the gameplay to boot. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, you should be able to draft the players. Find a guy in the 4th, 6th round, and he has a chemistry. You know what I'm saying? He may be a bronze edge rusher, or he may be good at. There are just certain things that he's good at, and that's it. And you can develop him off of that, or let's say you have a guy that has like the under pressure trait. There it is, under pressure. Now he's a bronze level, but the thing is, he's got a very slow development curve. So my man, he may hit a ceiling, and he may only be good for that one component. But if you need somebody at depth that can at least try to help with generating pressure, boom, there you have it. He's not going to win every single, like, if he's going up against a weak offensive line, like an average offensive lineman would have a decent, would be a decent one-on-one engagement with him. He's not always going to blow past people, but he can sometimes. So that's the kind of stuff right there. Like, he may be somebody that'll just be used, like, if you're going to be doing a blitz. Oh, I'm going to bring him in on this play. I'm going to have him on this particular package of these plays. There you go. Said franchise doesn't pay the bill. That, once again, can't fully agree with you on that one, because, like I said, bringing up the FIFA point. Look, FIFA, NHL, okay? Both of those games. None of these games have a paid franchise mode. That's the whole thing about it. Madden does not have to. If Madden were to monetize their franchise mode, that would be a huge mistake. I know you see some people saying, "Oh, I'm okay with it." Everybody's not going to be okay with it. Especially when, but what, by the end of next month, you got MLB The Show coming out. Their franchise isn't monetized. Then you got, then you'll have Madden. Well, Madden will be the first one to come out. But you'll have FIFA. You'll have PES. You'll have all these other games that don't have that situation. And you're talking about, well, let's get Madden monetized. That'll get people to buy it. No. Nope. You got to do something that's completely uncut. You can't do that. If you come out here and do that whole monetization, especially with your series that's playing from behind, nah, you're gonna catch some serious heat by doing that. At least that's my opinion. You know, that's in my personal opinion. That's what I think. Hey, what's going on with you, Ron? How you doing, man? Let me see here.
Throwing on first down is Carr, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
All right.
And now the passing game here in the second quarter.
Just checking my phone here, y'all. Checking some things on my phone. All right. Well. Okay. All right. So, what's going on, Ron? What's happening with you, brother? How's it hanging? So, but like as you guys see there, like I said, you know, these are my thoughts here. Just wanted to share some of them with y'all, and you know, like I said, I'm just hoping for the best when it comes to Madden. I don't know. Usually, like you guys know, you know, me and Sim make the point about it at times. We make the point about it. Usually around this time, we will be going down to the studio. You know, seeing what's happening with Madden. I don't know when that'll be, but you know, if or when that'll be. But whenever it does, you know, we definitely look forward to seeing what's going on, and we will definitely have our questions, you know, and all that good stuff at that point in time. But I just wanted to chime in because, like I said, my dude Millennium, it gave a little bit of inspiration on it, so I wanted to fire up the stream here and speak on this here for a few minutes. What's going on, my Magic? What's happening with you? I'm sorry, I think you had said hi earlier. I may have missed it, but if I did, my bad. I'm sorry. But you know, and I mean, I see y'all comment and everything, and I mean, look, like what we talked about, on last week's show, and like what the point that was made. Gameplay, and even more. Okay. And even more gameplay. At the end of the day, has to be brought to the table, man. It has to. It's just like, well, you know, like looking at NBA Live, right? And you look at Ultimate Team in Live. The problem with Live is that everybody, like I said, I was buying some packs and everything. Now I was buying some packs. You know, I buy some packs. I would get a bundle or two here and there, but I stopped getting them because as I was playing, it's like they all feel the same. T-Mac, like they just released today. They released a Houston Rockets version of T-Mac. My thing is, well, I mean, how different is T-Mac? How different is that T-Mac versus the Orlando Magic T-Mac that they came out with like a few months ago, like a month or two ago? How different is he going to be? And like I said before, I understand the core gameplay aspect. I know that it's not going to have everything in one shot. I understand and I fully know that. But I'm just giving my point, my perspective on it, because in order for me, and this is the same point I make about Ultimate Team just with Madden as well. I'm like, if you make the players feel different, make the players feel diverse, that's how you're going to make people, like, that's how you're going to get people playing. To be quite honest, that's how you're going to get more and more people involved, by making the game the way that it needs to be, flat out. You know what I'm saying? Add that diversity. And I mean, basketball is definitely a sport where you gotta have that diversity in it. And I mean, to see that, basically you got two versions of T-Mac, both of them pretty much feel they both feel the exact same. They feel like any other guard that would be in the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to see I think they need to put NCAA and head coach in that. I mean, that would be a heck of a lot of work, but at the same time, I agree with you. I mean, hey, head coach is where it's at. So, you know, head coach had all the intangible things on the field, off the field, everything was in that game. So yeah, they do that. They would definitely be cooking with gas. They did that. You know, and had the game, and once again, and had the gameplay to boot. Because like I said, you can have all those options, but if the core gameplay is not hitting, it's not gonna matter. It is not going to matter. So, but the whole franchise mode aspect of things, they're not going to keep the thing is, well, with NCAA, there's a whole NCAA issue going on. I don't think EA want to touch that. Nobody wants to touch that. But like, as you've heard Rex say in interviews before, there are guys in the studio that occasionally be working on prototype kind of stuff for an NCAA game. So I'm pretty sure those dudes are chomping at the bit to do an NCAA game. So I'm very confident that if they were actually given a green light to go ahead and do it, they'd be all over that. I'd be all over that too. I'd be like, yo, NCAA, let's go. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? I'd be all over that, man. But yeah, guys, all in all, I don't want to see, like I said, you know, Rex said that, you know, we owe it to you guys, community-wise, we owe it to y'all. You guys deserve this game and all that good stuff. So I'm looking forward to see what these guys do. I don't know what's going to happen. I personally can only hope. Hold on, I'm trying to pause it here. I can only there we go. Right, I, for one, can only hope. That's what the day is. Oh, man. Sliders. Oh, I think it was on. Yeah, it was on all that. Okay. Let me see. That's cool. This was down to 5. So you wish Madden came out with a beta. Yeah, I think that would be. I think that would be cool. That would be pretty cool. like it keeps on resetting, going back like that. Alright, here we go.
Second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So
The Panthers on
like I
third
said, we'll see
down.
what
They've
they
had
end
their
up
troubles
doing.
just 1 for
We'll see what they
six.
end
This
up
is third
doing.
and four.
I don't know. I can't call it.
Here's Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this. So Carolina keeps the ball.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is
Hold
able
on,
to
let me
help
check
the
and
ball.
see.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped.
Hopefully it ain't still, it's not still setting it back to rookie. Put it on pro now. All Madden. Let me go back to the options again. Okay, there we go. Alright, so here we go. Oh, alright. So you said, yeah. You said if Naruto can have a beta as well. Well, every game doesn't necessarily do a beta. I would love, I mean, don't get me wrong. It would be cool if they did a beta. You know, we talked about it before. I don't know if it's something that'll be, I don't know if it's something that they will do publicly or what have you. We'll have to, you know, have to wait and see.
And some room to work.
After we take those ankles.
And he is out of
There's
bounds.
nobody there at all.
30. And they convert on third with a gain of 22.
Slip away from tackles
So
and
for that
stuff.
big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
So we'll see.
They go play action with Stewart. Now Newton.
Yeah, we'll see what they do. We'll see what they do, guys. I don't know. I would love it. Don't get me wrong. I would absolutely love it. You know, so that way, like a nice beta, maybe 2 of them. So that way we can get a good feel for the game. You know, prior to launch. Get a good feel for the game prior to it dropping, so that wouldn't be bad. So, to be quite honest, I'd have a lot of fun with it. I think it would be fun. People could give their feedback early, but this is the main thing that I want to see happen, and this goes back to the UFC devs talking about the game. I want to see football. I want to see football taking center stage. Meaning that even when people are upset and people start complaining and stuff like that, they're gonna have to deal with the fact that they're playing a football game. They're gonna have to understand that they're actually playing a football game. So, you know, if there are real world things that happen in this game and they don't like it, oh man. You know, if there's real world things happening in the game and they don't like it, then they may want to reconsider. You know, they may want to reconsider their purchasing. I mean, I don't know, because I mean, at some point, it's got to be. People are just gonna have to be mad and be upset and just deal with the fact that it's about to be challenging. You know. Beast mode. Let's go.
A very solid gain of 27.
When you run a screen pass really well, you gotta like the look of it because so many
So,
parts come
I mean,
together.
you know, you guys have heard my thoughts about it in the past when I said that, you know, I would love to see Madden be that much of a challenge. I want it to be that hard. You know, like it needs to be. You don't make a game, you don't make football games or sports games and say, well, I wanted to replicate that real life challenge. Okay, replicate that real life challenge, but then just give end users the options. Just give them the options to adjust. So that way, if they want to play, go. Yeah, that they adjust the sliders just a little bit. Like the tackle slider at least. And I'm slipping off like that. But that's what I would go ahead and do. Like, just make the game, you know, make it more of a challenge in that regard, and then just have people play. And let me see. That's the way it works. Some people won't like it, but you know, like I said earlier about UFC, people didn't necessarily like what they was talking about. You know, how that game played. You know, how different the game felt, and that's the whole thing. They made the game different than what they're used to. People always talk about how they want the game to feel different and all that stuff, but then you got people that are going to downplay the game and downgrade it because of football happening in the game. You know what I mean? If it's a challenge, no, man, I don't like that. Man, this sucks. Man, they need to fix it. Man, they got to do... No. It's not always the game. It's sometimes the end user has to get used to what they're, you know... This is what you signed up for. You can't sit up there and say, yeah, man, it's got to be real. It's got to be this. It's got to be that. And then as soon as you get it, no, man, I mean, I wanted that, but I didn't want it like that. Dang, I didn't think I was going to make it that hard, too. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, no, that's what you wanted.
There's Newton now on second down.
That's what you wanted. Now you got to deal with it.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
So,
And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination.
I'm sorry if somebody feels a different way, you know, and see that's the whole thing about it too. Like, you see Rex talk about the, you see Rex talk about the scores, the Metacritic scores and all that stuff, what it was rated and everything. You'll see people go in on the game, talk bad about it and everything else. Just like people, they talk bad about UFC 3. You know, they saying things about UFC 3, but you look at some of those reviews, people are complaining because of how difficult the game is, because it's challenging, basically. These dudes made chess. These dudes made the game chess and not checkers, and not like these guys made the game more of a chess match instead of checkers, and now they're upset. And oh no, this ain't right. I don't like this. Well, get used to it, because that's the only way it's gonna be. You know what I mean? Like, that's exactly how the game is going to be. This is literally how we're going about it going forward. I'm sorry you mad. I'm sorry you don't like it, but you know, I just want to see Madden. I want to see Madden thrive. I definitely want to see Madden thrive. Heck, I would love to see multiple football games just as much as the next person would, but that's not the case. And you know, I said all due respect to the indie devs, you know, the Canadian football joint, all of them. Only thing I'm gonna say to you guys, you know, like I said, keep grinding, keep building y'all game up, everything else. Me personally though, when it comes to a game that I purchase, I only purchase games that are going to actually, you know, be worth the while. To me. Okay? I'm not just gonna buy it because, well, just support them. Like, no, I'll support games that I'm gonna actually play. You know what I'm saying? That I actually am going to play. That's got nothing to do with, you know, like I said, you know, and those games just unfortunately they don't capture my attention to the point yet where I would want to put the money down and invest and say, yo, I'm legitimately going to be playing this. It needs to be, you know, the game's got to be better. 30 inches? Oh man, I thought I had. So that's the thing. Will I get MLB The Show 18? I don't know. I don't know if I'll get it. I might. But see, that's the thing about it. I didn't even play the show 17 that much. And I was saying, man, I'm gonna play it. And I didn't. And it's not that the game is bad. Like, I enjoy the game very much so. I enjoy it. Oh, I was waiting all that time for a rock to go. I should just threw it away. Bad play on my part. Alright, let me see if I can make some of that up. But, you know, I want to see the game grow. I want to see the game blossom. You know, oh, come on, man. Come on. Hey, what's happening? What's happening, Mini Jordan? What's going on with you? What is going on with you? No, I haven't been on in a minute. So, throw that stuff, punch this sucker away.
As he's on to punt for Oakland. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
There we go, not bad.
Now we'll see what the side
So,
Joe says.
Like I said, we'll see. You know, we'll see how things develop, man. Just gonna go ahead. I'm gonna finish this out. I'm gonna finish this game out, then I'll end the stream after that. To come away with this. Hopefully, come away with the win here. So I'm gonna be on my Hero Academia. Okay. That's what's up, Minnie. You know, I always appreciate you coming through. Okay, that's what's up. Dang it. I came with the blitz. Blitz didn't work. That's cool. That's cool. Appreciate you coming through like always. You know, it's always appreciated. Oh, good stop. Let's see. I want to see the tackling be organic all the way. This organic tackling all the way.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end.
Like, have a slider like NBA 2K has, where it minimizes the amount of two-man animations. You know, when it comes to player contact, like you could turn that down. Instead of turning tackling down, turn that sensitivity down. So it's like I could still have the tackling at aggressive, but now it's, you know, I could leave it at 50 and it's organic how it happens, instead of it being you're saying I don't want the animation sequence, I want it to be two separate animations. How my man go about the stop here? We should have came away with that one. Yo, what up, Hollywood? Hollywood? Slipping on your videos, man. I need to come through and show that support on your content, bro. I gotta get up on it. Slipping. Advanced that. I couldn't even answer that question for you. I don't know. That to me, I mean, as much as advanced stats would be nice, once again, if the gameplay ain't hitting right, I'm not really worried about that. That's just like, you know, that's just like, you know, having the sliders for hold on. All right. Okay. So that's like me having the sliders, you know, I mean, excuse me, them tracking the stats for like half tackles and half sacks and stuff like that. It's like, okay, yeah, it's cool they got it in there. It's cool it's in there, but the tackling still isn't organic though. You know, as organic as it should be. So because of that, you know what I'm saying? Because of that, I'm gonna feel a certain way. You know what I mean? It's like, alright, it's not bad, but it could definitely be better. So you gotta turn you gotta keep turning down sliders and stuff like that, and it's like, I get it, I understand, but I'd rather not have to do that necessarily. So hey, what's going on, Bears fan? What's happening? Okay, Hollywood working on something big. Working on something big.
Now they're back and set as we resume play.
Hollywood got something for the people.
So it'll be first down here after the run.
Got something for the people.
They'll run him now out of the gun.
Oh, he gone. That could be the game right there.
Second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Raiders have taken the lead.
Trying to find a full-time gig. I feel you.
Deserves our excitement, but I'm looking at the clock and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off.
Feel you on that one, bro.
You start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced
Ooh,
2
excuse
minutes
me.
before, right?
Yeah, you
All
hope
right.
you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence. Hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Carolina getting set to take the field. They're down
See,
here
that's
in
the
a
whole
one-score
thing.
game.
When it comes to playing this game, like I'm playing this game now, but I haven't been playing this game for like a long time. You know, I've been playing other stuff, and it's just the overall vibe with this game. Like, if I play something else, like for example, I play FIFA. If I play that,
Opportunity now. Here's the execution.
I feel a whole different way about the game.
Following the penalty, here's Stewart. And he'll get this up only to about the 22.
What you gonna do?
Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13. Cam trying to rally his guys to the line as quick as he can. He's back to throw. Funches with a catch over the middle. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with just over 40 seconds
know,
to go
so
in the game. The Panthers on 3rd down.
Yeah,
They're hitting
playing
at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd
Okay.
and 7.
Sweet.
Back to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 24 yards.
Actually, no, I did not know. Okay, I didn't check into, or I should say, I didn't check into it yet. So, nope, I did not. But okay, June 9th, 10th, and 11th. That I will be there. I will be there. So that's
And on 2nd and 10
a
now.
given.
They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yeah. Drop the ball down. Drop the ball down.
Not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well. You know, he's got
Drop that ball, cuz.
get more help.
Alright,
Obviously,
here
one
we
that
go.
should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
He'll look to throw. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the
Yeah. The zoom is real in this game. Yeah, that's just my preference. That's my preference, man. I want the game. I want to have a camera view that resembles Backbreaker to an extent for me, and this does it. So, like, I want it to be a little bit closer to the field. So, I like it. Good stuff. Brought on the pressure. Brought on the pressure. I put Mac back there to play, you know, play the spy. I sent him in as soon as he started going this way. Press the analog. Come on in, because come on in. Cam gonna throw across his body like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, go ahead and do that. Right there. Go ahead and do that, cuz. Go ahead and do that, cuz. I know I was playing. No, but he went in, you know, made that bad pick. So, end the game. I'm gonna kneel this sucker out. But, like I said, guys, you know, I gave my points. I want franchise mode to be outstanding. I want it to be great. You know, gameplay is the number one thing. Franchise mode elements is number 1A. You know, at this point, it can't just be, well, we're gonna do something, or what's the number one burning thing that you need done in the mode in order for you to be okay with it. I'm like, no, man, it needs to be a lot more than one thing. Okay, it needs to be a lot more than one thing. Oh, you never played Backbreaker? Yeah. Oh, you play on the broadcast joint? Oh, wow. Props to you on that one. Props to you on that one, brother. Woo. Take it from me. Try to snatch the ball from me. All right.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football.
Oh man, dang it. They're probably not gonna let me see that. Oh, they did. Okay, cool. I wanted to go into the replay and see it, like good chip block. My man tried to strip. But see, this is what I'm saying. I don't want it to be a scripted animation. They just interact like, and what I mean by that is scripted like this. I'm running forward. Now they make me get pulled into this. Instead of me being forcibly pulled in, I'm still chugging my legs. I'm controlling to go forward. Let's say I wanted to go to the right. I'm gonna move toward the right while he's trying to do what he wants to do. That's what I mean by having that full control. Just like FIFA, I could be doing one thing, defender could be doing another, and I'm doing my thing. And it could be interrupted based off of what he does. Like, see, how is he coming in to tackle? How is he coming in to tackle? There should be a decision made here. How is he coming in to tackle? Not just he's jumping, boom, boom, and then like it's just like ping pong. You know what I'm saying? So, here, matter of fact, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna play a half of FIFA real quick. Just give me a minute. Give me a moment, y'all. I'm gonna play one half of FIFA. Then I'll call it a wrap. All right, let's go. One half of FIFA, and I'm gonna end it on that note. Cause this is a game that I've made numerous points over the years. I made multiple feedback videos on all that. And you say it needs to be more fluid and organic. And that's the thing. It does need to be fluid and more organic. Let me show y'all something. When we had a debate with, people, especially on the tournament side of it, people talk about how FIFA and how it moves so fast, right? So my thing is, yeah, the game does move pretty fast. Okay. So, well, all right. So the game does move fast. All right. But it moves fast because you look at how many players, like these Ultimate Team squads, especially on the tournament level, these guys have some of the best players in the sport, like legendary and current, on their team. They're gonna move faster. They're gonna move the ball better. They're gonna do all that. Just think if you have that many players, that's like if you got 2 or 3 Lionel Messis on your field. They're going to move faster than normal. You know what I'm saying? Oh wow, okay. triple tap. Ha. Okay, cool. That's a one. That's a first. All right, so. But when you have a bunch of top tier players like you guys see here on screen, if you have top tier players like that on your squad, oh, was there a way? Oh, can't do that. I'd be confused. All right, that's gonna make a big deal. Like of course the player is gonna look, you know, of course the game is gonna look very, very fast. Just ping, 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 ping. Ball moving real fast, players moving pretty quick, things like that, right? Matter of fact, no. This is why I want to do that. I'm going to change my team. Let me see. I think it was Real Madrid. Oh no. Let me see. Who is it? Yeah. FCBallCritic. Yep, there we go. Okay. I'll show you what happens with playing with Messi, man. I'm telling you. Messi is something else out here. Look at the... Oh, he tried to hit it. Ah. Dang. Oh, well, that's not. Oh. Oh, too much mustard. Oh. Watch, I'm gonna show you guys. Oh. What? I'm gonna show you guys how messy. Oh. Alright. There we go. Oh, wow, okay. Nice recovery. Oh. Oh, off the post. Off the post? Oh. That's it. Alright, love this game, man. Love this game for these dynamics. Alright. Alright, here we go. We're going to get into it. Now, I'm playing on world-class difficulty, so I may not even get a goal. They may just score on me, and that's it. But the fluidity of the gameplay, and I'm going to show you how Messi looks crazy out here, like how he moves at times. If the opportunity presents itself, we'll see. So, have to wait and see here how it unfolds. All right. Let's go.
Barcelona got the game underway. Barcelona's lineup here. Marc-Andre Ter Stegen starts in goal. Jordi Alba starts, looking to continue his good form at the back. Ivan
Let's go. Let's go. Already. That was completely unexpected. But you see,
Oh, what a great goal.
look at the dynamics. I'm gonna go into the replay here. Look at this is just like what you said there, Bears fan.
Let's take another look
More
at the goal.
fluid, organic. This is exactly what I'm talking about right here. Let's go right into the instant replay. All of it, and this is what I'm saying. You can see the organic gameplay unfold right before your eyes here. This is what makes the game so much fun because of those dynamics. Like, look at that. I'm doing my own thing, even with the interaction. I'm doing what I want to do. His body boxes out the ball. My man has the ball there. I'll try to take a shot at it. Let me zoom it all the way in. From where he shot that. Let me just show it here. Going to the other side. From where he shot that. Look at that. I mean, the ball physics are not perfect, but they do a really, really good job in this game with the ball physics. And he knocks the ball away. No one's near it to stop it. He turned to the side. And this is what I'm talking about here. Did he make the best decision? No, but he made a decision in terms of how he's going to defend. He didn't just stand there and look at it. He just didn't stand there and be like, oh man, I should have did something. He tried to do something and it just wasn't the best action. And because of that, he got the goal. There was nothing else he could do about it. And at the same time, you see defenders make the best decision, and they're still not able to stop the, ball.
Play forward, a bit of menace in this attack. Put through now, Ali.
Whew.
Go here. Not far away at all. Well, if they keep creating chances, I'm sure they'll take one. That was a decent effort, you know.
Coutinho. Luis Suarez.
There's good progress with this attack.
Came in with the challenge and the ball broke free.
Rakitic.
Oh, oh man, hey,
Technique to win the
trying
ball
to
cleanly.
get the ball. Oh wow.
Eric Dyer,
Now you see that?
Christian Eriksen.
This is football right here. This is football stuff right here. Oh, he gets the ball away. I'll wait till he takes it. Now you see? This is what I'm talking about, like with problems. How he's able to just take one defender, a linebacker at that, and he's able to take away 3 routes. Now here, I got options. I can either try and play the middle between these 2 defenders here, or I can commit to the one side. Commit to one. I can't do both. I can commit to him and try and stop the ball with him and take it from him, or at least knock it away, or he's gonna get me. And look here, boom. I'm out of position. There's no way for me to get back. And that's the thing. Even if there was appropriate space and I could try to recover, I would be trailing him at that point because of the decision I made. I didn't wait for him to take an action and then boom, react. I was trying to be proactive and stop it. That's the stuff I'm talking about. This is the stuff that we need to see.
Kane. Very good movement from Spurs on the attack.
Oh man.
Good strong tackle. And he takes it on with a shot at goal here.
Was an opportunity, really.
All right.
In the end, way off target with that place shot. Here's Dyer.
And here are Spurs.
It's on him. That's easily dealt with by Ter Stegen. Jordi Alba. Moving forward with some danger to the opposition now they're here.
Oh,
And they've cut it out.
too much speed. Couldn't.
Dele Alli.
Thank you, control. There we go. Too much speed worked against me. Too much speed worked for me.
Ivan Rakitic. Jordi Alba.
Oh, what?
Dele Alli. There's a dangerous feel to this attack. It's looking good from their point of view. He's on the move all the time and makes lots of these interceptions.
There we go.
Makes the challenge here. Goalkeeper's
Get
got
man
to select the
playing
ball for
movement
a
in
goal kick.
position like FIFA.
That
Oh,
is Ter
without
Stegen at
question.
his very best.
That was top class.
Without question. See, when your gameplay is on tap, then yes, look at that. Oh, we're going to show you guys this replay of this previous shot that was taken and all that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't mind recaps and all that stuff when your gameplay is hitting. Yeah, go ahead, recap away. Do all that good stuff. Show me everything.
Well, they are in the lead and they are on the ball, but in their own half at the moment. This could lead to a chance. It's good attacking play.
Oh man, yo,
That's great
you gonna
defending
bump
there,
you off the
stopping
ball
their
like
attack.
that? All right.
Supported there as he can head it on to someone who's
nobody
waiting to
here.
receive it. Here's Ali.
See,
Couldn't keep it in play. It's gone out of
aggressive. I
control.
made the aggressive play, but then you saw what happened there. You know, knocked it out of bounds there. This is what happens when you have dynamically organic gameplay. It takes away that level of predictability.
That looked very good indeed, but the move has broken down. Jordi Alba. Sergio Busquets. Got it back again from his teammate. Lionel Messi.
Go ahead, Met. Oh dang! He bumped me straight off the ball. See, there's some good things that Messi can do without question. See, I'm gonna try and stay.
Turning on the style, they do get the ball well in these wide areas.
Oh!
And it hit the post and went in.
He got me. He got me, dog. He got me. Alright. He got me. Gosh dang it. See that player movement, all that whole player movement paradigm. You saw it all right there. This is exactly what I'm talking about, man. Everybody can't you can't have somebody and just be able to do everything. At some point you're gonna have to realize, dang, you know what? Get in there. Messing with Messi! Messi! Go! Let's go! Let's go! Look at Messi! Oh man! And see, look, couldn't recover. Nothing had to be done there. It's the same thing as you just saw it happen the other end. This is the stuff. Look, perfect. Got right there. Well, he got in position, avoided the offside because it was kicked before he got ahead. But boom, kicked the ball. Bow. Look, now this is what I like right here. Watch the teammate. Boom. Teammate tries to recover the ball. Tries to recover the ball. Too much momentum on his side. He can't stop like that. Goalie is still down. I'm able to recover. The ball favored me. Boom. In for the goal. This is momentum play right here. See? Here. Matter of fact, give me a second. Y'all know how I do sometimes. This is what I gotta do, man. Yo, what's going on, everybody? Here, got a real quick video. Doing this in the middle of the stream though, but this is a point I gotta make here, man. This is the kind of stuff we gotta see happening in Madden. This is momentum at its finest. Like, momentum shown as graceful as possible. Like, pass the ball here. Here. The forward momentum here. Get the pass out there. Now, Messi's got a lot of speed built up between him and the defender. They both have a lot of speed built up. I go to kick the ball. Boom. Right? He blocks it there. But even though his teammates right there to recover the ball, too much forward momentum. So it's like he's got all this speed running, and now all of a sudden he wants to change up and he wants to recover the ball. He can't do both. He can't do both. So he ends up taking out his teammate. Ball physics, dynamic ball physics. Okay, zooming in a little bit. Dynamic ball physics here. Bounces off of him. He tries to gather the ball, not able to. The ball bounces off of the player, off of the goalie's legs there, dynamically. I'm there in position to make zoom it out here. I'm here to make the goal. All because of the momentum driven by those guys. It gave me the additional opportunity to shoot that goal right there, to shoot that shot for the goal. Momentum at its finest. We need to see this kind of stuff replicated right in Madden across the board. All 22 players on the field. Momentum, the physical side of things, their physical stature needs to be fully accountable. Along with their own individual actions, because this is a combination of momentum and respected individual actions taking place. He had too much forward momentum going forward. He took a shot that was off balance. Respective animation played out. He was off balance. This guy tried to recover it. Once again, forward momentum not in his favor. Boom. Momentum. The physicality is respected. He goes down. There it is. Got your goal. Let me know in the comment section when y'all think about this video. This is the kind of stuff that we need to see happening in Madden. These are the little things. When you talk about what we need in franchise mode and blowing that out and growing that stuff, the core gameplay is the epicenter of those things. That's what makes all of this. This is the tree. You know, this is like the tree. The gameplay is the tree, and franchise and MUT and all these things are the ornaments that hang off the tree. It's got that, you got to make sure that tree is strong, strong support to hold all these elements that we put in, whether it's MUT, franchise, whatever it is that's done in the game. All right, but all right, y'all. Let me know y'all thoughts. Be back with more vids. Peace out. All right. Now, as far as the stream is concerned, though, that's the stuff right there, man.
Somebody's going to pay for that goal they've just conceded.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
Two tough guys going for it. Coutinho. Likes to come into this area. They'll want him further up front though as the game develops, I'm sure. And the attacking now come. Incisive pass.
Oh no! I was about to say.
It's Eric Dyer.
Now you see that? I played the passing lane there. Came away with
The
it.
added time will amount to 3 minutes at least. They've got numbers in this attack, and it looks dangerous.
Oh, he put it in the. Oh man,
Eric Dyer.
that was the spot right there.
Jan Vertonghen. Here's Dyer.
Ah, dang! I did not mean to blast it like that. Oh
Stopped
well.
emphatically and just. Well, this is half.
All right.
That's the whistle.
That's the half.
The score at this
So
stage.
I'm gonna end the game there. As you guys saw it, y'all saw it all unfold here.
He'll be pleased with that first 45 minutes.
You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, y'all, I'm gonna end the stream here, but definitely, I gotta get back. You know, I'll figure out a schedule, or I'll just stream as I can. You know what I'm saying? When I have time, I'll stream during the day. Typically, it'll be during the day. Sometimes in the evening, but you know, sometimes it'll be in the evening or at night. You know, we'll see. But thanks a lot, you guys, for coming through, sharing y'all thoughts and views and everything. And until the next stream, which I might stream tonight. I don't know. We'll see after Sim Center Hangout. I might do another stream, but we'll see, y'all. But oh, excuse me. But till next time, you guys, y'all be safe. Y'all take care. God bless. Peace out.